Finance, the management of money.
Okay. Do you guys know how to manage your money at all?
No.
No clue.
Okay.
No clue, but we're doing it, so yeah.
Are you learning how to?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Daddy, can I play the music now? But this we go.
You know that I got love for my kinfolk, my blood. Through the thick and thin, we hit no matter.
This is me and Daddy here, and Daddy also. And we're here to teach you something. Founded by So You're Grind. And goes a little something like this. Take it over, Daddy.
Welcome to Family Abide, So Your Grind. This is a podcast series highlighting lessons learned by the hard knocks and by grace. My name is Robert E. Meska Jr. and my co-host is Divine Lee, a.k.a. D. Lee. Our podcast intersects between the culture, faith, family, and finance.
Does that sound good?
Yes. Okay, stop the singing.
Okay. Welcome to Family Abide.
Are we started?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get ready to start.
Okay.
I think you gotta tell us we're started.
Okay,
Alright.
Daddy. First, you have to you're gonna say action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take do something. Like this.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the new season of Family Abide, So Your Grind. We got the whole family on today.
No, we're missing.
Except for more.
Except the baby. We got
Cause we had to put her to sleep because she's gonna make too much noise.
she was going off today. So
She's a teenager.
So this is back to school season, and we just kind of wanted to talk about back to school. So
In the back to school budget, we're gonna add all the hair, shoes, clothes,
We're gonna add hair to our budget too.
and book bags, and we're gonna add all that together to see the final price we made for the summer.
okay, so guys,
School.
for school, that is true. So
Cool. Yeah.
what's the big difference from this year and last year, guys?
We go into a new school.
What did y'all wear last year compared to this year?
Uniform. And this year we don't have to wear any uniform.
And also, we don't have to wear uniform. And also, we don't have to. And also, we're allowed to wear Crocs and flip flops,
Unless you have what?
unless we have gym class. But so only when we have gym class, we have to wear sneakers.
All right, so mommy, how do you feel about this change?
I'm actually excited. I've talked to many mommies and they said my excitement will dwindle.
Which mini mommies?
I've talked to other people that have children that wear normal clothes.
I got something else.
Yeah, but I think it's an exciting time for them to explore their creative wardrobe
And wearing our new clothes.
and wear new clothes. And we have the Spice Girls. You guys are Spice Girls, right?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Sporty Spice.
You got Sporty Spice,
Posh Spice.
Posh Spice.
Posh Spice, yep. And who's Mommy?
Scary Spice.
And who is Amore?
Baby Spice.
Baby
Oh,
Spice.
Baby
So
Spice.
we got most of the Spice Girls. So we excited to.
But Daddy, we don't know what to call it.
And guess what we get to do? We get to go what? When we go to the mall, we get to go what?
Shopping.
Yeah. And sometimes we buy stuff and sometimes we don't, right? But we get to try on clothes and see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we went to the fitting room for our first time.
Yeah.
And it was super fun.
But it's different because when you shop online or through an app, it's much more cheap, inexpensive than when you actually go to the store. And actually, I saw a mom do it when we were at Children's Place yesterday. They were buying shoes, and they were like, "These are cheaper online,
Right.
so we're gonna buy these online, and then we're gonna buy this in the store." So it's
So you
just
kind of
depends.
comparison shop.
Yeah.
Amazon has that a lot of times too now,
About the girls who went to swim class.
Yeah,
where you can scan. So one of the things that we also did this year, which was the first time, hopefully you guys will see this shortly, we did a back to school fashion show.
Yeah. But for my school, we
And
did.
we'll add that to.
We'll add that to the gram when it's
because
ready.
the line.
So we did have a little bit of a staggered start here. So that was a little different.
I start earlier than she did, but she get cause I go to school early, and she get picked up real late.
No, yeah, it was during
Because she starts late.
time.
Okay. So, Divine and Journey, what was the biggest things that you guys wanted for your back to school?
My back to school book bag and my back to school lunchbox.
Okay, so those are big items. Back to school. One of the things that we did utilize this year was no tax a week for Virginia and Maryland.
Tax-free.
Tax free. There you go. Do you want to? Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
And also my new water bottle.
Okay, so let's go. So we're gonna go through a couple of ways of how we kind of saved money. One of the ways was tax-free weekend. You want to go ahead?
Tax-free week. So every year I do this for myself also. I look up when the tax-free weeks are, and then because we live in the DMV, we can kind of stagger and go from place to place. So this year, Virginia's tax-free week is only 3 days. So we went to Pentagon City Mall, and we did some shopping with some friends that were in town, right?
Yeah.
And then
And that was our first time going in the video room.
yeah, and actually, your godmommy bought you some stuff too, so that helps our budget. So we had godmommy; she bought the girls some things for back to school.
Well, she bought it for us actually.
Yeah,
Well,
she bought you-
but that's like one of our things.
Yep, she bought
Like
something that
she
you
bought my rose dress that her baby wear to church.
And then we went to what else? Did we went to?
We went to Macy's.
That was at Pentagon City, but did we go to another mall? I think we went to look at Arundel Mills, but I ended up doing some shopping just online because
No, because then we went on the train to go back home.
that was at Pentagon City. That's when we went to DC, Virginia. But I think the deals were a little bit better online, so we did some H&M shopping, and then Daddy got some book bags from Macy's.
So one of the things. Oh yeah. Okay, Divine, you can go ahead. What was?
Oh, and also my AirPods.
What were some of the things you were looking for back to school?
So since I gave mommy my earpods case
that you got for free.
yeah.
That wasn't going to fit any earpods that you had.
Yeah, but then she gave me her extra earpods, and now I have earpods. So those are one of the things I liked. And also,
That wasn't back to school.
Thank you, Journey.
it was kind of back
Stay
to school because it was
focused.
summer. But and also I like the blue glue I got.
That was free. You got a lot of stuff for free.
So that's another strategy that we're going to
Water
talk
bottle
about.
in my backpack.
Any back to school giveaways. Our community had a back to school giveaway, and we're going to talk about that.
Pool party.
Pool party, yeah. So one of the things that we got, and we'll show you some guys. We bought some book bags.
Well, it was a pool party for the end of this
In the summer.
In the summer.
Yeah.
So one of the good things about back to school or tax-free week is that on Maryland, the computer is smart enough to realize that
It's everywhere. So I've done I used to do tax-free week when I was younger. This is before online shopping was a big deal, but it doesn't matter where you are.
I thought
If you shop online, then it understands that where your location is if it is tax-free week. So it's not just specific to Maryland. You can be whatever state you're in. If it's tax-free week, you can also shop online. You don't only have to shop in the store. Shirt Divine is raising her hand. Thank you so much for your patience.
one of the things that I can't speak 100% to the details is it just a location or is it where you're getting your item delivered to that makes it tax-free? So those are some of the details to make.
If you Google tax-free week in your state, it will come up and it will tell you when your tax-free week is. When you have your tax-free week and you have things delivered to your state.
And how much time you have on your tax-free week?
Yeah, you have, because sometimes it's a little bit longer or shorter. When you order something to your state, to your home where it is tax-free, it will register that it's tax-free. Also, a lot of the places, like if you go to Children's Place during your tax-free week, it will say, oh, it's tax-free week in Maryland, and then they will give you the tax-free.
And there are certain amounts. There's limits. A lot of the items, or maybe most of them are under $100. Some of them are like under $40 for specific items. in regards to book bags and some other things state by state. So you got to have to look at that, but it can be a powerful tool just to save a little bit of coins depending on what you're trying to purchase. So when we purchased the book bags, we originally were looking at Children's Place, and then we saw some on Macy's. They were like $42. They went down to half price, which was like $19. And then one of the things about buying online, most of the time you can always price match if it drops a little bit more. So then we got a little bit back. So they ended up being about $18 each. So that was good. Divine, you had something you wanted to say?
When mommy said about the online shopping, I thought she was gonna say online shopping didn't even exist.
Well, when we were younger, it did not exist.
Hey, so
It did exist.
that's a good one, actually. Yeah. So
It didn't. You could get the Sears book and probably order from the catalog.
a mail-in catalog.
But
so
it was
that's
not online like you guys know it. Oh gosh, I feel old.
On top of that, though, actually, at one point, everything you did buy online was tax-free. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was only about like maybe 2010, or they stopped doing that. Like, so if they put, like, when Amazon became in your state, or they had like distribution factory, then it started to charge you taxes. But prior to that,
I will say, like, our shopping was a little bit strategic because I asked them specifically what they wanted before we went shopping. So Jordy wanted a lot of dresses. Divine wanted, like, bottoms and tops. We did do some skirts. So Divine also needed church clothes. So because she is sporty spice and she likes to wear shorts and athletic wear, we have to find strategic ways for her to be able to be herself and still be dressed up for church.
So basically, this is what I do. So I put on a skirt and then I put on like a regular shirt. She doesn't care about the shirts I wear, but and then I put on some shorts on the bottom. And then when we get on the car from church, I take out the skirt and then and I put on my Crocs and I'm good.
all right. So
And on my sneakers.
go ahead. One of the things I want to ask about is during the tax-free weekend, we kind of talked about it. How much was the budget for each of you guys when you went out during tax-free week?
So they probably don't know the full budget because every time we would go out, I would say this is how much you have to spend.
Like $75.
And so,
Exactly.
yes, was it 150 or 75?
It was 75.
It was 75. I feel like we might.
It was 75 per child.
Per child.
Per weekend.
Per week, so what? But it was 150.
So 75 for Virginia tax-free, and then 75 for.
So
And we also go shopping a lot.
So in my head, because I don't remember it being broken down like this, so I have mommy brain and I remember things differently. It was $150 per child. And so when we went to Virginia, the goal was to stay in the bracket of $75 per child. And then we went to Maryland. We kind of stayed in the bracket of $75. But I think Divine, initially we did, I think, $85 because we got her book bag. And then we ended up returning the book bag because Dad bought the book bags from Macy's.
Yeah, but one time I went on $72, remember?
Yeah, we stayed pretty much within our budget.
So I think, we kind of talked about it. I think that was a discussion that Charity and I had at first about what would be a reasonable budget, considering they had some clothes, but really they had to kind of start from scratch in regards to school clothes for the upcoming year. So we kind of thought $150 a piece would be good. I also ended up buying some stuff, and that
Robert had a whole other budget.
So no, there's a couple things. So before we talked about that, we bought shoes. So the shoes were.
But no, because I'm putting you under the bus, but I did too because I also bought summer clothes.
Oh, and Mommy
that
also
wasn't-
bought us some boots.
I bought you boots, but that was within your budget. I bought summer clothes because the thing about uniforms is that you have uniforms for school and it's great. Like you have your 10 uniforms for 2 weeks or whatever the case
Yeah,
may
but
be.
then you don't have a lot of shorts and stuff.
And then you don't have some clothes to go out in. So you still don't have church clothes. You still don't have like going out clothes.
Like if you like go to a park and
If you
stuff.
go to a party, you go to a park. So there are still a set of wardrobe that you need to purchase. So we did spend some money for just the summer clothes, which was not included in our back to school
budget. But I think it's good to kind of reflect that. So, and actually, when I bought shoes, I bought a lot of their shoes back in May and June before we even talked about the budget, because I don't wait till the back to school season to buy shoes because they're probably more expensive. So we bought 2 pairs of shoes, 2 pairs of sneakers for back to school. The Journey shoes were a little bit cheaper. They were $40 for 1 pair and then $20 for the second. So that was $60 total for her back to school shoes. And then Divine shoes were slightly more expensive. They were $56 for 1 shoe and then $20 for the other. So it was $76. So for 2 pairs of shoes, they were both Nike, relatively. Do you like your shoes?
Yeah, but I want to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
If you guys look on Instagram or something or YouTube, then you guys might see the shoes that we
that Daddy posted.
that we posted.
What type of shoes did you get?
I got some I forgot.
Nike.
I got some Nike foam pits.
Foam posits.
Okay, let me.
They call it little posits for you. All right, go ahead, Journey. What you got?
And also I got some regular Nikes.
Yeah.
So I got like Nike that have like flowers, all of them, but like not real, but not real ones. But I also have like these like ghost like faces eye ones.
Smiley face, yeah.
But they're also sneakers.
So the thing about Journey, because she is very much stylish. She
Divine is also in.
you're both stylish,
Fashionable.
but in different ways. Her godparents bought her some retro Jordans, and she did not want them because she wasn't going to wear them. So you have to find.
She wants to match me.
Yeah, so you have to find shoes that are very much either like flowery or colorful or something, so that she would like.
And Daddy's
wear.
not gonna
There you
buy
go.
every time we go to like the children's place, because you saw some shoes at a children's place yesterday, Divine, that you liked.
Oh yeah, and they were the exact size. There were 2. They were same size of the.
And what did Mommy say about
And
those
they
shoes?
said, Daddy's not gonna buy you those.
Daddy's not gonna buy you those
Because
shoes.
they're not like Nikes or Adidas or anything.
I tend to. Nothing wrong with children play shoes if you can get them, but if you can get, Adidas or Nike or whatever for similar prices.
Wait, hold on. Does Daddy ever pay the full price for something?
Never. He only buys stuff that is
On
on
sale.
sale.
So if you can buy something on sale that's a similar price, kids tend to be hard on their shoes, so I think it tends to work out a little bit better. So
Because they play rough.
they play rough. So
Yeah, we do play rough.
Yeah, but I played the roughest.
Do you really
I play
Journey?
rougher.
I played
And
real.
guys, even though I'm Sporty Spice, and Sporty Spice actually doesn't play sports or anything. She just dresses sporty. But I actually play a lot of sports. I play.
Why did we
football,
actually Google
soccer,
the Spice Girls? We did our research.
Daddy's Spice or Boy Spice. I forgot which one.
okay,
We got to get a name for
we'll
Daddy.
get a name. Maybe that's some of y'all. I don't know. We still got to figure out what our Halloween costumes are.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we'll talk about that later. That's a whole nother podcast.
We're gonna have to
Don't
get
even say anything.
a budget for that. So, I mean, considering we probably gave away at least 10 to 12 sets of uniforms.
Oh yeah.
No.
Can I say
At least
something?
no. They
Each
each
per?
had 8 or 9 uniforms apiece, but that also like includes uniforms that they received from their school, because they did receive some free uniforms.
Yeah, but we probably had at least I would say maybe even 10, because we had
10 each.
10 each, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably be able to go a solid 2 weeks because some of them were long sleeves and short sleeves. I mean, it might be more, I
Can I
think.
say
It's probably more.
something?
It's probably about 12 to 15.
Go ahead, Jenny.
So, we also are going to give away one of the family of buy so you guys cheers. But it's only one.
Why are we giving away one?
Because it has too many pills.
It's filling. But what did we get?
So we got a new chair that Mommy's sitting in.
We got a new chair for
Thanks to Mommy.
the podcast. Because actually, this is actually.
Mommy bought it. And it was actually made in China, guys. Did you know that? It's made of
This
China.
is what happens when your kids can read.
This is the first time that all four of us have done a podcast together. We all got.
It's the first
It's not the first.
No, it's not the first time.
Well, this is the first time we all had headphones. And
no, Mommy been having. Oh,
but yeah, I don't think we've done it with four headphones
As a
set up.
teacher, this podcast is all over the place. They have my anxiety level high. I'm trying to figure out what's the spot.
So we're gonna go through. All right, so
we're gonna go through some of our back to school things that we got from the pool parties.
oh yeah, so another strategy is to find school giveaways.
And also, we are going to tell you what our hairstyle is, but both our hairs are black though. So.
And we're gonna go over our prices for our hair. We don't necessarily include hair in back to school, but they didn't get their hair done for the whole summer. So
That's because why?
they were going to
We
swimming
get
pool.
in the pool and we don't want to wear a swim cap.
And then, but also, who did your? It wasn't like y'all were just walking around.
No.
raggedy.
We didn't pay
So
for.
who was doing? Can Mommy get some acknowledgement, some credit?
Mommy did our hair.
Mommy had a whole beauty salon
Yeah,
And
and
I-
her bathroom.
in my bathroom.
Well, and also Daddy's.
And they have a chair that they get
They
their
got
hair.
a whole
Shit.
beauty salon in our bathroom.
So-
So Mommy was doing hair all summer. Every time you wanted your hair done, every time you wanted,
And
yeah,
every Sunday.
every
And I
Sunday.
didn't even ask.
Nobody paid Mommy to do hair.
I'm gonna pay you
Just
$2.
FYI.
I'll pay you one
So
penny.
it's okay. Keep your $2.
Okay.
So I think those are sometimes things that you just don't necessarily think about. How many times you're gonna get their hair done, or over the course of the year. Yeah, go ahead.
And also, I asked Nike, can she do my hair? And she was like, no. So the beautiful salon is closed today.
Oh,
Oh, really? Because Mommy tried to do Amore's hair, and the Monday didn't let her do her hair.
Amore
beauty
only
salon
lets me do her hair when,
When she's sitting on our lap.
yeah.
all right. So some of the other things that we wanted
Daddy
to
is
go.
stressing.
Yeah, some of the other things we want to go over, and we'll add up the kind of like how much we actually paid, and we'll put it in our notes.
So we're not going to talk about that?
Yeah, we are. So, do you have? I kind of went through some of the prices already. I actually made an additional purchase. One of the things is you want to utilize sales, and especially when you can stack sales. So, I bought some items. I bought 10 items from Puma, and T-Mobile had a 35% off coupon. And what I do is once I get that 35% coupon, I go to the sales section on Puma.com and stack the 35% with whatever the sale items are. And if they don't stack, then I don't purchase it. So there was a lot of items that were like $40, $50. I ended up paying $129 total. But basically, and that included tax. And I got 10 items, but they were working out it was 10 for like $120. So it was like $12 per item. And a lot of those items will be able to utilize for school. So that was something that was very helpful, I feel, for the school, especially for fall. Go ahead.
So we brought all of our school stuff up here, even our school lunchbox and book bag.
And water bottle.
The other strategy that we're talking about, we're not doing this as systematically as possible, but was getting back to school drives. So our community, we had at the end of the year pool party,
Because the pool is closing.
and then we also had like a back to school giveaway.
Well, after
So-
today, the pool is closing.
Okay.
Today's the last
Do you guys want to talk about some of the? Actually, right now you don't have as many items for back to schools, it seems like in the past. But so with all of that, we're going to go down into kind of our final breakdown of the items that we bought during this summer for the back to school season. We're going to break down how much we spent with our tax-free weekends, and then we'll go ahead and how much we spent on a couple other items with our shoes and hair. So I'm going to go ahead and let Charity take it over with the items and the kind of the places that we went to look for back to school season.
So we started off in Virginia at Macy's, and we spent a total of $56. I will say Divine's things were a lot less expensive. Journey wanted some dresses, and we ended up returning them because they were way more than I expected them to be. So we didn't get Journey much of anything at Macy's. Then we went to online shopping. We looked in H&M, and we went to the store and did some window shopping, and then we basically came home and we spent $94.50. We spent $94.50 at H&M and $71 at the Children's Place. At the Children's Place, we pretty much bought them some boots for the fall. They were having a sale on the boots as well as tax-free week. So we got Divine a pair, Journey a pair, Amore a pair, and then I think we also got some like leggings and things, stockings for church and things like that. So their total in all for mommy shopping was $299.
Okay, so basically for me, we was similar. What we ended up doing, we ended up getting shoes, which were back to school shoes, 2 pairs each, $76 and $60 from Nike. The Nike store has the Nike app has quite a bit of discounts. We spent $129 from Puma in combination with the clearance and sale items and the 35% off from T-Mobile. We got 10 items from there. We got book bags that we ended up getting from Macy's for $36. So we ended up spending in almost the exact same amount. We spent $300 that I spent for back to school for basically clothes, shoes, and book bags. Now, for the hair, this is typically not in our back to school budget, but it probably should be. We divided and conquered for this one. I went with Journey to do the hair, and
I went with Divine.
She went with
on the same day. We went to 2 separate salons.
So Journey ended up getting a wash, trim, and braid. Mm-hmm. And we got that for $100. I think that's pretty reasonable. And we did a $20 tip.
20%.
It ended up being $20 because it was 20%. Yeah. So it was $120 for Journey's hair.
Now Divine, she started her locks last August, and this year she was in the pool, no swim cap, didn't get her hair done all summer. And I was okay with that because I was having fun playing in all of their hair this summer. So Divine, she had to get kind of like a detox for her hair. They regridded her locks, tried to correct the parting a little bit. And then it was a quote unquote luxury style that she got. She kind of got like I forgot what they call it, a fan bun. So hers came up to just about $200. That was including the tip. So I think it was it
around $165?
$165, and then like a $35 tip.
So basically our back to school shopping for actual shopping items came up to $600 for 2 of them. This is keeping in mind that we were not starting 100% brand new, but we were starting at a point where we didn't have any school clothes from the previous year because all the school clothes were uniforms. And then we spent $320 on hair. So that brings us to a grand total of $920 for our back to school for 2 young ladies in elementary school. So you can let us know how you think we did, if y'all did better, if y'all did worse. We got quite a few items. We'll kind of
I think it's also a learning curve because this is our first year of them not wearing uniforms. Uniforms, I think financially are a little bit easier because you buy your uniforms and hopefully they don't grow. Maybe you buy some in the fall, you buy some in the spring, and the price for the uniforms is standard.
And they do have sales for those.
And they have sales, but also that's just for school. Like you're not going
wearing
to church in your uniform.
You're not wearing the shorts.
You're not wearing uniforms to go to the movies or out to eat. So you still have to buy other clothes. So I think it is a learning curve for us to figure out what is reasonable to spend on clothes. And I think that's a nice starting question. Like, what is a reasonable budget, including or not including hair and book bags and all those things for the start of the school year?
We actually didn't buy many back to school items. I don't know if it's that, digital, we got the pencils and some of the other stuff in a composition book from the back to school fair, but it didn't seem like they needed a whole lot. So.
From school, like I will say the list, I remember getting back to school lists from teachers when we were in grade school. Mm-hmm. It seems like that is less and less the case. It seems that schools are providing more of the necessities like pencils and paper. It seems like it. Let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, I am a school teacher also, but I don't teach students to read and write.
I think also the transition is that a lot of things are going more digital. So,
so they're working on their tablets.
It was interesting. The one thing they said bring some headphones. So bring some headphones, but they didn't. But it don't. I guess they're on the computer, and it's just so other people don't hear it. But they weren't like, oh, bring pencils and paper and other things. So it wasn't a lot of actual items for that, but we did get a few items for that. So we'll see how that goes. And then just generally speaking, I think in the past, because they did have it was uniform school, we really didn't buy a lot of like just summer. I mean, charity, sometimes we would have these discussions about what to buy, but we didn't buy a lot of like just clothes. We bought clothes maybe for like specific purposes, like for, they need like a dress or a skirt to go to church, or they need some like just longer type of stuff in the winter time. And jackets is another thing that people buy, but we didn't really we didn't buy a lot of clothes per se. Obviously you got to buy socks and underwear.
Yeah, there's something you didn't talk. Robert buys socks and underwear every 6 months. So
you do gotta buy.
That was not in the budget.
But you know what?
Didn't talk about that.
Yeah. I don't know if you could always consider that in the budget because people just need socks and underwear. But
but I think we're at a point right now that they may not need socks and undershirts at least. Underwear, I feel like you always need underwear, but like socks and undershirts, they are maxed out at this point.
Yeah. So I did buy some socks. So I did buy a pack of 6 for $9, and they were like Mario and Frozen. So you could add $18 more onto that that total. So
nickel and dime.
Yeah, it adds up when you start thinking about it. But those are also the other things that you could say in back to school. But those are just things you're going to get from time to time.
I think that's a broader conversation about things that individuals, particularly kids, like when you have kids, you're not thinking about all of the things that add up that they need. Like they need socks. I mean, I think when they're infants, you have that conversation like they need diapers. They always need diapers. Mm-hmm. But then once they get older, it's like, okay, they need socks. Like you don't want your kids walking around with holes in their socks. They need undershirts. You don't want them to be cold. So those are things that you continually have to reevaluate in your budget. So the diaper budget becomes the undergarment budget.
Yeah, so that's also very important. That may or may not be in your back to school budget. But I think most people, when they think of back to school, they're talking about clothes, book bags, shoes. Would you agree? Hair, depending, yeah.
I'm also like in my head, I'm also thinking about myself. I'm like, what do I need when I go back to school? Because it becomes something completely different. Because I feel like when you're a public school teacher, you kind of begin again. It's like the year ends, you have your break, and you have to start over again. And what does that look like, going into the next school year? Kind of just like the kids, like they end the school year, they grow over the summer, you go shopping for the fall. When you're in a position like healthcare, you kind of wear the same things all the time, so you don't necessarily think about it until you have like a hole in your pocket. You're like, oh, I need some new pants, something like that. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for jumping on with us. We will try to get this out by the end of the month so that it's still back to school season. And, stay forward to our next episode. And hold on, I'll get the girls to say goodbye.
Okay, first of all, we're just going to clap it up for Mommy and Daddy for adding up the budget.
Thank you. This is not easy. It's hard work.
For having a good time, but some people might not be listening.
That's what people want to say after doing the budget. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the financial word of the day real quick. And the financial word of the day is...
The financial word of the day is, drum roll please.
All right.
It's a fancy drum roll.
Oh,
stop, please.
all right. The actual financial word of the day is finance. All right. Do you want to read what the financial word of the day means? And read into the mic.
The financial word of the day is
Finance, the management of money.
Okay. Do you guys know how to manage your money at all?
No clue.
Okay.
No clue, but we're doing it, so yeah.
Are you learning how to?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. So what does finance means again?
Finance means about money.
Yep.
The management of money. So how do you spend your money? How do you keep your money?
I feel like
How do you save your money?
So you saved?
Go ahead.
first you save first and then spend.
That is very good. That's a very key principle. And you only spend money on what?
The awesome stuff.
And guess what? I haven't
stuff.
spent my money for a year, 2 years.
And where did you learn that from, Divine?
There's this book called
The awesome stuff.
It is called awesome stuff.
It's pretty much the
it's
awesome
not.
stuff. It's the quest. Isn't
It's
it the
called the awesome
golden
stuff.
Golden Quest. The Golden
How
Quest.
does mommy know? And I didn't even read the book.
It's called the Golden Quest,
It's called the
and
Golden
it has like 4 or
And
5
when you say
rules.
what a word means, that's the definition. So you say the definition of finance is. You want to say it again?
The definition of finance is
Please.
the management of money.
Okay. And why is that important? Why is it managing your money important? Go ahead, Divine.
Managing your money is important because I think managing your money is like spending but also saving. Well, I mean saving and spending last.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it important to save money first?
Yes.
Why?
Because if you spend all your money first, then you won't have any money and you'll be broke.
Journey, why is it important to manage your money?
Because if you don't manage your money, then all your money will be gone. And then if you don't have any money, then you won't be able to pay things for, I think, a year.
Oh.
Or you won't be able to pay your bills. You can't pay for the house bills, nothing.
Your clothes, your shoes, something to eat. You think you go to Chick-fil-A if you can't manage your money?
No.
Yeah, you're going to end up saying that if you can't manage your money. So, All right, guys. Thank you so much for this episode on Family by So Your Grind.
Thank you, and I have one thing to say. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
For this wonderful day, because it's bright and sunny, that's why we're going to the playground.
All right.
But maybe.
The next month, the next couple of months are going to be very busy for us. We're going to be traveling. We're going to be talking about that as well.
We're traveling?
Yeah, we're going to be traveling.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got...
And what else are we doing?
Oh,
We're
no.
going to Orlando or what?
No.
No.
We're going to
Ohio?
Y'all just be saying stuff.
Atlanta. And then we're going to homecoming.
ATL, Sean.
Where's homecoming?
Homecoming for
Where's
what?
homecoming?
For what school?
I was thinking about your graduation.
Yeah. Where's homecoming?
Your graduation.
See, look at you.
I guess that.
Because where's Howard?
And
Get him off. Get him off.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Say, see you later, guys.
See you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Peace.
Then have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I love you so much. Mwah. Kisses. Kisses. Mwah. Mwah. Bye.
On Family by So Your Grind. Daddy, Jordan, and the family.
And mommy. And mommy.
Who's got my back?
I got your back.
Who's got my back?
Who got that swag?
Who got that swag?
I got that swag. Look it up.
Purpose to make this life worth it. Through the joy and pain, you gotta keep searching. Living life, no regrets. Ain't no shoulda, woulda, coulda, had an altar. Still been a minute since I've been up at the altar. Every night.
Thank you for listening to Family Abide. Make sure to subscribe in order to catch future episodes. Family Abide is available on all your favorite podcast outlets. Remember, life is not just about family. It's not just about wealth. It's about building people and communities that endure without yielding. Always choose your abundance beyond insecurities, debts, and entanglements. The next generation is depending on it. Remember your purpose. Sow your grind and watch it grow. Thank you for joining us on Family Abide.
So your grind.
Everybody need love. Everybody need love. I'm tired of my problems. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of the pressure from my mama and my papa. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the rain. I'm tired of the hurting. I'm tired of the working. I'm tired of the struggling. I'm tired of the hustling. I'm so sick and tired of having nothing.
Jam, you got something to say?
But after that, I'll turn when you wait.
Yeah, I think it's good developing daddy-daughter relationships.